Feel good productivity. Starting the morning right. You know what's funny? I'm editing the video from yesterday, and that thing that I was talking about yesterday about the gym and tricking yourself into going to the gym, even if it's just for 5 or 10 minutes, and then you end up staying there. So I literally read about it this morning. It was funny, so I talked about it without knowing that there's an actual psychology behind it. And this morning I was reading the book. The author was talking about this thing called an inertia. As I was reading it, I didn't even think about it but now that I'm making the video, I'm like, oh, that's exactly, so I've connected 2 dots together. That basically, it takes heaps more energy to get started than it is to keep going. When you're doing nothing, it is so much easier to just continue doing nothing. And same applies to when you're moving, or to when you're working or working out or studying or whatever. Once you've started doing something, it's just so much easier to keep going, to keep doing what you're doing. So going back to the gym example, we need to do is just to make it to the gym, because once you're in the gym, it's just going to be so much easier to carry on working out. These kind of moments, they trip me out, honestly. Like, you'd think about something and you'd have an explanation about it in your head. The following day you're reading a book and the book literally explains your thoughts, but like in a more scientific way, I guess, in a more psychological way, with all the correct terminology and stuff like that. What a cool tune! It's Maddox, but D-Block remixed it, and it sounds so good. Back and forth. Swing back and forth. Starting the day and finishing the day in the same spot, reading the book. Hey, who would have thought a few years ago that I'm gonna enjoy reading books so much? Something I thought about. I really want to move away from reading books on the iPad before the bed and upon waking up. And that's to do with melatonin. I just want to make sure there's no screens or devices or gadgets before going to bed, like at least an hour. But I do enjoy reading on the iPad though, so I don't want to completely stop reading on the iPad. So what I thought is, I'm going to be reading 2 books at a time. One is going to be on the iPad that I can read, I don't know, during the day. And the second one is going to be a physical book that I can leave on my bedside table that I'm going to be reading before I go to bed and first thing in the morning when I wake up. Have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow.